Hey everyone, Mrs. Peterson, and right now I'm going to teach you how to get ready to do animation with this snowman. We're going to have to rebuild a little bit more than just the shape that I have right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is above the middle, I'm going to enter 3 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Let's do 4 layers. And here's what we're going to name them. We're going to name them buttons, and we're going to name them left arm and right arm. So I've gone ahead and I've listed my layers here so you can see them. And I don't need any color for this, I just need the shape. Don't need the background for this because we're going to animate it. And when we animate it, we can't have the black on it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add some buttons. So first of all, I'm going to add the buttons on a different layer, and the reason that I'm doing that is so that if I decide I want to rotate, I can rotate. If I decide I don't want to rotate at all, then I will actually add the buttons to that middle layer. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and make a right arm and a left arm. And I'm going to use not this lasso tool, but the Polygon lasso tool. It makes it very quick. So here's my right side. Oh, I'm sorry, I said buttons. Let's go with buttons. That is not Polygon. That's just the lasso tool. Sorry about that. All right, button 1, because they're made out of coal, I'm going to push the shift, button 2, and I still have shift push down and button 3. All right, now I need to get my color, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just show the color, and this is going to be my black right here. It's actually a really dark brown, so I'm going to grab the color picker here and just touch that, and I'm going to get my really dark brown. I'm going to say OK, and I'm going to change this back to paint bucket, and I'm just going to fill this top layer in, and you'll see it fills all of them in. I also want to go ahead and pick another color here, and that would be the color of the arms of my snowman. So I'm going to pick one of these lighter browns. I'll pick this one right here. I'll pick this one right here and push OK. And now I have the dark brown and the light brown over here on my swatches. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take the color scheme out. I'm back to just a clear background. And I still have the dancing ants around there because I forgot to deselect. So if you remember, you can go up here and push deselect here, or I just like to do Command D and it takes it off. So now I have 3 buttons that are on top of the middle layer. I'm going to do a left arm and a right arm next. So I'm going to go up to the left arm, and I'm going to, instead of the lasso tool, I'm going to pick the Polygon lasso tool. And I'm just going to make a simple arm. It's a stick. It's kind of whimsical. So 1, 2, 3, that's long. 4, 5, 6, just I'm just kind of making a funny shape here at the end. It doesn't have to be perfect. Boy, that's a super long arm. I don't know what I think about that. I guess we'll see once we fill it in. I'm going to go to the bucket tool. I already have my brown picked, and I'm going to fill that one in. And deselect, Command D. And I'll go to my right arm, and I'll try to, match the length of that one. Back up to the Polygon lasso tool. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, and then just kind of make this whimsical arm here. I'm just clicking, and now I close it. You'll see a little circle that shows it's closed. Then we see the dancing ants right here. I'm going to go back to fill, and I'm going to fill that in. Command D, deselect, and now I have my two arms. So I've got the three, I've got the middle section done. Now before I do my face, I'm going to show you right now how to rotate the animation. And I'm going to do it without the face right now because I would have to take all the different parts off of the face in order to rotate, but I just want you to watch this. So I'm going to go up to my select tool, the move tool, and I'm going to select my buttons, and I'm going to do Command T, and I'm just going to move them. Actually, I'm going to move them over just a little bit. Now I'm going to select check mark. I'm going to select this arm, and I'm going to move it up a little bit, and I'm going to select this arm and move it this way a little bit. And what I would do is now that it's clear, actually let me go back 1, 2, 3. I have to start everything with saving this. So I'm going to go File, Save a Copy, Save on your computer, and I want to save it as a PNG. See that? I want to save that as a PNG, and I want to take the word copy out, and I'm going to say ROT for rotate 1. And that way I know I'm going to start the rotation with this one. There it is. I say OK. And then I'm going to do these things with the move tool. I'll move this one up. I'll move these over a little bit. I'll move this over a little bit. And rotate. I need to now go ahead and save it again. File, save a copy. Save to your computer. It's still a PNG, but I want to call it rotate 2. So I just grabbed this name here, and then I'm going to change this 1 to a 2. And it's all, saving it all in my file because that's where I started everything. Save, say OK, and then I'm going to move this one back, and if you'll notice, I'm going to take this one right here and put it below the middle. When I put it below the middle, it looks like it's behind. This one is a little bit different because I'm going to have to make it shorter. So what I would do is erase tool, and actually I'm going to do that a little bit different. I'm going to duplicate that left arm real quick. So I'm on the left arm, Command J. I want to keep a copy of the left arm. So I just want to keep it the way it is before I start erasing. So now I'm back at the erase tool over here, and I'm on the left arm, and I'm just going to erase a little bit of that so that I can rotate this guy. I'm back up here. And now the way that it looks, it's a little sticking out in a weird direction. So I'm actually going to Command T for transform and rotate it just a little bit so it looks like it's kind of moving out a little bit. And now check mark and take the buttons and move the buttons. And now he's starting to look like he's going to rotate. So I'm going to go up here and get the save file, save a copy, save on your computer. I'm going to grab the last one, which was rotation 2, and change that to rotation 3, and then save. And now I have 1, 2, and 3 together. I'm going to do just a few more for you, and I'll speed it up so that when you see this, it'll be sped up.